All right, Steve, share your name and where you're from.
My name's Steve Barnard. I'm from beautiful South Mojave, California, which is near LA.
And why did you decide to join me, Alon, for the Elder Experience?
When you started sharing about the opportunity to go up and see the Hopis, I don't know much about the Hopis. I know a lot more now than I did before. But yeah, I realize it's a unique experience, but you can't get on these reservations and actually meet a real Hopi. So the opportunity to go up there and meet with them and have them share their experiences and what they're about and what the deal is was just, I couldn't say no.
And how was the transformation for you? Like, what are you taking? Where did you start, and what are you taking away from the experience?
The start was with not a lot of expectations. I didn't know, I really don't know much about the Hopi, other than that they're an indigenous, American Indian tribe in the United States that have been, like most of American Indians, have been abused and obliterated and just taken advantage of. So the opportunity to go up there and hear them speak in their native language, share their beautiful songs with us and their amazing, civilization and what they bring to the world, of love and peace and goodness, right? That's what they talked about in their songs with us when we went up there.
What did it do for you?
It was very emotionally empowering for me, actually, because you see these people coming from their heart, and we felt that, right? With the Terry, the shaman, the medicine man, the elder of the Hopis, and he spent the entire day with us, and he actually took us into his home up on the mesa. I mean, come on. I mean, that was just an extraordinary experience. And most people don't realize these structures are, what, about 1,000 years old? And they're still occupying them. And to see how they just revere the land, the sky, the wind, the minerals, the plants, the animals, and all of life, and to share that with us and that emotional side. Like, Terry the shaman, medicine man, was the guy had a heart this big, right? And you could feel it with his stories and his passion in describing, his culture.
What would you say to someone who's on the fence about joining this experience?
It's really a once in a life opportunity. These people are very private, and they just don't, have tourists walking around checking them out. I mean, it's by invitation, right? And they got to know you, and but they open the door. I mean, they said, now your home is our home. You can come here anytime you want. I mean, and I believe what he said was true. If you got a hold of him and say, I want to come up there and spend a week, no problem. So it was that openness.
And what would you say about Alon in relation to either him, not only for his character, but also him having relationships with elders like the Hopi and or the Mamos?
Well, it's very telling. I mean, these people don't just invite anybody into their inner circle, and Alon has been asked into their inner circle. And then for them to trust Alon enough to bring insiders or outsiders into their inner circle just says a lot from where Alon's coming from and his heart and his really gift that he's bringing to the world too.
And two more questions. You've experienced various, we'll call it the experience before with Alon. Track back, and what would you share with someone who is interested in joining the experience?
Yeah, it was real simple with Alon. He cut through a little BS. He's a shaman and very spiritual, but he's very down to earth. So it's not a bunch of baloney, hairy-fairy stuff. It's really where the rubber meets the road kind of thing. You might liken it to like tough love. So,
And any last thoughts?
I'm sleepy. If you have the opportunity to work with Alon, you should do so, because again, he's very down to earth, he's very direct, he's very practical oriented, solution oriented, and he's developed, let's say, some unique approaches to cut through all the spiritual fluff and getting right down to the core of things, which is really learning to live from your heart.
Cool. Thanks, Steve.